Today is Students' Day, the birthday of our past president, Mr. Abdul Kalam, a wonderful human being, an engineer, the missile man of India, the man who made a difference in terms of every aspect of life that he touched. He was fond of teaching, fond of speaking to students, fond of doing the impossible, thinking of a visionary thought. He was given a very difficult job to work on rockets and missiles, but the government gave him a very small budget. The budget was only 10% what NASA was given for a similar project. However, did Abdul Kalam look down or hesitate? No, he went right into the project, worked on it with all the Indian engineers that he had, with the companies, with ideas and thoughts and vision, which absolutely made a difference to him. He set an example for you and for me to always be able to think that nothing is impossible. It is, I am possible. So what did he do? He worked on these projects under most adverse circumstances. Did he fail? Many times. Many times the propulsion things did not work, different things in the rockets didn't work, and there were failures. Was it disillusion? No, not at all. Every time he said it is good to learn from one's own mistakes so that in the future with these mistakes will never happen again. A wonderful learning because he took advantage to see that his failures were also a lesson for him. So he didn't feel depressed. He felt good. I know now what my mistakes are. Until he didn't know what his mistakes were, he did not rest. This was our President Abdul Kalam, whose birthday we celebrate today, and that is why it is Students' Day, and that is why it's a wonderful day for each and every one of us. In the last 1 year, we've had strange and difficult times, unbelievable, horrible in a way. COVID-19 has actually overtaken our society and created fear in the minds of all of us. We're required to wear masks. We are required to keep social distancing, actually physical distancing. We are required to not accumulate in groups and crowds. We are supposed to wash hands and sanitize them. All these are simple things, and we must, and each and every student must do. Because even if you are relatively not having so many symptoms, you can pass on these diseases to your parents, to your friends and relatives, to your grandparents, and they are the ones who suffer the most because the mortality rate for the elderly is very high. So please keep safe each and every student and communicate this learning to every one of your friends so that there is no difficulty in maintaining all the necessity to stay away from COVID-19 and take care of ourselves. The third interesting thing which I'd like to share with you today, my friends, is what the Prime Minister Narendra Modi has announced. A brand new education policy 2020. In the midst of COVID, all the changes that he's bringing shows and indicates that he is not feeling down because of COVID situation and is willing to declare a new policy. After 34 years, they were waiting for this policy to happen. But he took it aggressively and brought it about the new policy. How does this new education policy do for you? There are so many things that if I have to recount it, I can spend hours on it. So I'm going to highlight a couple of things which is there in this policy. One of the most interesting things is the entry and exit possibility in different courses, which means once the full implementation takes place, which will take a little time, you will be able to enter and exit your college education from time to time. If you pass the first year, you will get a certificate of commerce, science, arts, or any other subject that you take. If you do 2 years of college, you're likely to get a diploma. And if you do 3 years, you will get your bachelor's degree. So it's divided into different parts. In case you need to go out and work after the first year or second year, you could do so. And whatever you have studied in the first or second year will be accumulated as credits, which will be put into a credit bank so that you can pick up the education anytime in the future. These are very, very interesting facts. And that is something which I thought would be interesting to each and every one of you as to what all these topics are all about. Look, what are the interesting aspects of the programs that we are doing? And the most interesting part is the fact that we are going to do what in America is called liberal education, what we call multidisciplinary or interdisciplinary approach to education. And what does it mean? It means that those who are studying science could pick up any subject in the arts course or the commerce course or yoga or even dance and music as a minor subject. This multidisciplinary, interdisciplinary or liberal education approach is novel because it indicates a galleria or a la carte menu of learning which was never available to us earlier. I head now the HSNC University as provost, and in that we have already started it in the HR College, KC College and the BTTC College, the 3 colleges in South Mumbai, which are now a separate cluster university, into the multidisciplinary approach, which is already started. And of course, a large number of courses are now available in these segments, which are going to be wonderful for each and every one of you. This is part of the national education policy. The other new introduction, which is possible for you, is the fact that we are going to pick up various things which were skill sets, but now they would be part of the education at the university level, at the college level, and this is going to be extremely interesting. That is why even in colleges, you'll be able to do yoga. You can also do dance and drama and performing arts, and maybe you land up on a TV screen participating and doing dance, drama and other things. These are things which were never dreamt of before, and this is the new part of education process. And also lots of new skills would be taught to you which were not taught in the colleges before. So today on Students' Day, my heartiest best wishes to each and every student. Remember, don't stop learning when you finish college. A person should be a student all his life, and there should be continuous learning even after you graduate or complete your technical degree or all that. Because today, it's a never-ending story to keep learning. So I wish you good health, happiness, prosperity, and forever learning coming to you from Niranjan Hiranandani, now the Provost of HSNC University. Looking forward to interacting with you personally in the future. Happy Students' Day.